All right, what's going on, guys? In today's video, what we're going to be discussing is how we can get out of single shape scale positions. By single shape scale positions, what I mean is that a lot of people, when a lot of new guitar players, beginners, they get stuck in just one shape position of a scale. It could be a pentatonic scale, it could be a major scale or a minor scale, and they're usually just stuck because this is something that happened with me, and I've taught guitar to a lot of people, and usually this happens that they're just stuck in just one shape position. That culprit shape position is usually the first shape of the pentatonic scale or the major scale, which is basically, if we talk about the pentatonic scale, they're usually stuck here. And they can't get out. With the major scale, it's usually this. It's really, the reason why I think they get stuck here is because it's a little confusing for a beginner to learn all the shapes. The easiest way to get out of it is how I'm going to show you right now. And before we get into it, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. Let's start with the first position of the major scale, because I feel that, yes, a lot of people are, when they learn scale, they learn the pentatonic scale, but I feel you should definitely learn this position. It's going to be a lot more engaging than the pentatonic scale. So let's start with the major scale in first position. In this case, we're going to be using the A major scale, starting from the 5th fret. Let me show you what the shape is, and then I'm going to tell you how you can move around. So the first shape that we're going to be covering is the first shape of the major scale, which is now let's break this down into three parts. So the A major scale, from the 5th fret, I'm going to be using my first finger, my second finger, and my pinky. And the frets that we're going to be playing are the 5th, 7th, and the 9th fret on the E string and the A string. That's more than enough right now. This is because, as I said, we're going to be breaking this up into three parts. So this is part number 1. Right? And then all we're going to do, we don't have to learn anything. All we have to do is move it in octaves. So by octave, what I mean is you're going to play the same position one octave higher. Move it to the 7th, go to your D string, move it to the 7th, play the same position again. To the G. So, right? Now, as you see, this is just the first part of that scale, right? We haven't even touched the second and the third part, but this is what it is. Move in octaves. Again, we're going to be moving an octave again. So that in this case, when we're moving from, let's say, the G string to the B string, it's going to be slightly tricky because it's a bigger distance that we're covering. So it's going to be, which is basically, it's going to jump to the 10th, the 12th, and the 14th fret on B and E string. Now for part 2, same scale. I know it's a bit confusing, but just hear me out. So, as we know, the major scale, A major scale, this was the first part, right? The second part is, as we know, that this is the major scale. So, the first E and A string were the first parts. The second part is now the D and the G string. Again, move it an octave. So to move it on an octave, as I said, when you move from the G to the B, it's going to be a larger distance, and it's going to jump to basically the 9th fret now. And now, when you can go up, it's going to be basically the same thing. You're going to jump to the 4th fret. Basically, we're cutting the first shape of the major scale into 3 parts. The first part was, the second part was, and now we're moving to the 3rd part, which is, again, all we have to do is move in octaves. So one other really interesting pattern could be something that I use a lot, the chromatic scale. But this is actually from, you can say it's from the chromatic scale or from the blues scale as well. So basically playing all 3, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, and the same formula. Alright guys, I hope this lesson is going to help you out, and for more content, please like and subscribe this video, and till next time, see ya.